A mega fight is set. An unexpected showdown between two of the most ferocious men on the planet. The undisputed king of the heavyweight division, a true titan in the world of boxing, Tyson Fury, takes on MMA's most dangerous force, a man blessed with freakish genetics and the kind of power that can turn the lights out with a single blow. Francis Ngannou. We've witnessed this before. When Conor McGregor, arguably the biggest name in the UFC, dared to step into the squared circle against one of the greatest boxers to ever grace the sport, the undefeated Floyd Mayweather. The showdown was not just about glory, it was about cold hard cash. A fight that generated a mind-boggling $600 million, and it's crystal clear why such mouth-watering figures would tempt two of the mightiest fighters on the planet. Tyson Fury, a man of unparalleled skill, speed, and captivating showmanship, has been an indomitable force in the heavyweight division. He's taken on the most formidable giants the sport has ever seen. His reign seems unstoppable, and many anticipated an epic showdown for the undisputed title against the reigning heavyweight king, Oleksandr Usyk. Yet, in a series of developments that left the boxing world disappointed, that highly anticipated fight never came. The list of potential opponents began to read like a collection of high-risk, low-reward challenges. However, on the horizon, a different proposition emerged, one that carried less risk and offered a substantially greater reward. What's more, it was shrouded in controversy, which only added to the intrigue. The idea of a super fight. Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou loomed so large, so spectacular that it became impossible to turn down. Francis Ngannou, a name that sends tremors through the hearts of opponents in the world of combat sports, known for his inhuman-like power.
What I think of that, he's definitely different. He's very different, and yeah, I don't know. He's a different guy. You got me on that one. I don't even know how to answer that question.
His meteoric rise in the UFC saw him vanquish the heavyweight elite with terrifying ease. It was this merciless dismantling of Alistair Overeem in 2017 that secured his legacy as one of the deadliest men on the fight scene. But then came a pivotal moment, a crossroads. He turned down a deal that would have made him the highest-paid heavyweight in UFC history, paving the way for new horizons, fresh adventures. Options began to sprout like wildflowers for the baddest man in combat sports, and he garnered a lot of interest. Francis found his way into the ring after Fury's successful title defense against Dillian Whyte back in April 2022, and the pair set their stall out for the future. But it seemed like one of those what-if fights that would more than likely never actually come to fruition. Nevertheless, it is often said that if something proves profitable, it becomes a sensible choice. And for Francis, diving into boxing regardless of its risks was a clear-cut decision.
I'm on my way to the title shot, so I got this debate because then I would say after the winner will win the title shot. So
a chance to fight Fury and get more paycheck than he has ever made in his career was a no-brainer. Again, we witnessed the spectacle when one of MMA's finest collided with an undefeated boxing guru, and the outcome was crystal clear. It was a mismatch, highlighting the stark differences between MMA and boxing. The two sports are worlds apart, and it was evident for all to see. To make matters more challenging, Floyd Mayweather was 40 years old with fragile hands and diminished power. On the other hand, Tyson Fury is a behemoth in the prime of his athletic prowess, hitting harder and more aggressively than ever. However, as you ascend the weight classes, the rulebook tends to bend and flex. And with size and strength like Francis has come the question marks. One thing about Ngannou is that he possesses inhuman power that Fury lacks by the slightest of margins. If anyone has the ability to cause an upset and shock the world, it's him. All that is needed for Ngannou is one knockout punch. However, will he get it against a dominator like Fury? Fury is no stranger to facing opponents with devastating knockout power. When we talk about hard-hitting fighters, one name that stands out is none other than the Bronx Bomber himself, Deontay Wilder. Wilder is renowned as one of the hardest punchers in the sport, But we saw how Fury not only faced him once, not twice, but 3 times and completely dominated him.
Counting, the Gypsy King is the heavyweight champion of the world. In an all-time great heavyweight fight. All-time great. Fantastic, but before we go, I want to bring in Francis Ngannou. Francis, come here, ESPN.
Is this your next fight?
I'm the boxing heavyweight champion, UFC heavyweight champion. He's in great shape, look at the muscles on him.
And we're gonna find out who is the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Will Ngannou's power pose much of a threat to the Gypsy King? When you size up these colossal fighters, their sheer physical stature stands out as the trump card. Fury holds all the advantages on paper. With an extra 2 inches of reach, youth on his side by 2 years, and a wealth of experience, the case for Ngannou starts to look more and more challenging with every glance. Fury, both then and quite possibly still now, remains one of the most deceptively skilled fighters on this earth. His style is like a whirlwind, yet it's meticulously calculated. His physique might appear soft, but it's astonishingly durable. At times, his work inside the ring might seem hurried, but in reality, it all moves with the precision of a Swiss clock. Now, add the colossal size of the man to this equation, and you've got a fighter that's nearly impossible to find sparring partners for, let alone replicate his unique style. So, for anyone stepping into the ring with Fury, unless you possess a high boxing IQ, you're in for a world of trouble. It's like facing an opponent with 8 arms, and openings to exploit will be as rare as a comet streaking across the night sky. And while one colossal shot could set the crowd on fire and get the adrenaline pumping, it's the composure, awareness, and unwavering gas tank of Ngannou that will be scrutinized under the unforgiving microscope of this showdown. Fury is here to set the pace, and you can bet he won't be taking any early risks. He understands that the stamina that Ngannou has built up in MMA won't necessarily translate into the demanding world of boxing. However, the unpredictability and rawness of a professional boxing debutant like Ngannou will keep Fury on his toes, and he'll be wise not to underestimate his opponent. Ngannou has got to be at his best to stand any chance in this fight. His power must be nothing short of brutal, and his stamina is going to be vital in this one. These two fighters have defied the odds time and time again. And now, on the grandest stage of all, the stakes have never been higher. Will Fury dismiss Ngannou and show him exactly how different boxing is from MMA? Or will Ngannou land that knockout blow and cause the biggest upset in heavyweight boxing history?